Hey there, everybody. It's Amy here. When I do one of these types of segments, I usually play Slime Rancher, but I've seen a lot of YouTubers play this game and just kind of talk, so I thought it'd be cool, and plus it's an easier game to focus on while talking. I just wanted to talk about what I've been up to the last few months, I guess. Well, I turned 21 in July. That's pretty cool. I can buy alcohol now. I'm on keto, though. I can't drink alcohol on keto. I'm starting to consider I might even have an eating disorder. Yeah, I'm trying to overcome that shit, you know what I'm saying? We do like overcoming our shit. In mid-July, I finally was able to move out of my parents' house. I moved in to a house with 4 other people, and I was roommates with one of them. And I was only allowed to stay there until October at the very latest, but they really wanted me out by September, which ended up happening, but I'm getting ahead of myself. One of the roommates told me that the area I was living in was really good for finding rooms on Craigslist. So my plan was that I was going to live there until like October if I needed to, but September, like early September, I would get out ideally, find a room on Craigslist, and live in that room. But for some reason, we went to go see multiple people. We went to different houses. We went to like 5 or 6 houses, me and my roommate, and no one would take me in. I don't know why. One of them said that I couldn't. So I'm on disability income, and one of the people of the rooms that we looked at said that they don't accept people who don't have jobs, quote unquote. They considered the fact that I had disability the fact that I didn't have a job. So they didn't accept that form of income, I guess. There was also this other person we met who was on disability just like me, probably for different reasons. But they never called me back. None of them really called me back. I don't like to play that kind of card, but I have a feeling it has to do with the fact that I'm on disability, or maybe the fact that I'm trans, but my name isn't legally my trans name, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird to introduce yourself as Amy, but like when you show them legal documents that has some other name on it, maybe that turned them off a bit, I'm not sure. And that didn't work out. So then I met some people that I had been friends with for a while, talked to them. They were looking for a roommate, coincidentally. And I was like, hey, if you're looking for a roommate, I'm trying to look for a place. And they were like, cool, you know. And they talked it over with their partner. And then eventually I was able to move in. And they drove all the way from where they lived. I don't want to say where they lived. Picked me up from California and drove to where they live. All the way there. It was like a 20-hour drive or some shit. Felt really bad having them do that for me, because it is a big trek. And also, long story short, they didn't have air conditioning in their car. And for both of us, it was pretty difficult, because, I mean, you're driving across California without a fucking... South California without a fucking air conditioner in the car. Eventually, we got there. We had a good time driving there. It was really fun. And we were chilling for a while. I set up all my stuff, my TV, my clothes, and all that. And then a few days into living there, suddenly they told me that... The person who drove me there told me that their partner was kind of not handling having a roommate as well as they thought they would. And I was like, okay, that's fair, you know. I trust these people. You know, they're my friends. So, I mean, if they want me out, I guess I'll go. And the whole time before we left, you know, we were talking, and it was really nice. It seemed like they were being really honest with me. But then almost as soon as I got to Texas, they blocked me. I always felt like the reason they were kicking me out was kind of bullshit. It always felt kind of off to me. Like, that can't be the real reason. The fact that they blocked me kind of confirms my suspicions of that. I'm still not sure why they kicked me out. They never told me. But I'm in Texas again, unfortunately. On the flip side, my parents have decided to move up to Massachusetts, which is where I'm originally from. I was born and raised in Massachusetts from when I was born until I turned 18. So I'm glad to be up there again, to meet all my old friends, to be back in the city. I really miss the city. We live in a small town in Texas. The Wi-Fi here is ass. Because I was moving around a lot for about a month or so, I was off my estrogen. I still had my hormone blockers though, so that was good at least. I'm back on it now. I've been back on it for like a month now, but now I'm on it. I'm back on my transition, moving up to the city. Things are looking up, hopefully. That's what I've been up to. That Jet Set Radio video that I released, I recorded that before I moved to move to California. I recorded a bunch of videos before I moved to California. I recorded My Friendly Neighborhood before I left, and I edited that in California. The Jet Set Radio video I edited not too long ago, actually. The day that I finished editing a video like a few days before it's uploaded, at the very latest. I usually try to get it like the day after. uploaded. So if a video is uploaded, you know that I just finished editing it. I wanted to stay in California because in California, if you didn't know, is the only state in the entirety of the United States that lets you pay for FFS, facial feminization surgery, which is basically surgery to make your face look more feminine. It's the only state in the country that I'm aware of that lets you pay for that through insurance. Usually they'll consider it cosmetic, so it's like an optional thing, so they don't let you, you have to pay out of pocket. But in California, it's on your insurance, so that's why I wanted to stay in California. And also on top of that, I was planning on getting my name legally changed, which I'll probably do as soon as I get up to Massachusetts if I can. Can I go around the neighborhood? Oh shit! Wait, I can go. Oh, that's lame. What if I go down here? Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait for that fucking Resident Evil 4 game to come out. I played the original Resident Evil 4, and I'm playing Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6. I'm trying to beat every Resident Evil game in anticipation for the Resident Evil 4 remake. I beat the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. I've beaten Resident Evil 7 like 100 times. I've beaten Resident Evil Village twice. Let me take one ear out so I can hear myself better. I can tell you with certainty that Resident Evil 5 it sucks ass, and Resident Evil 6 is overhated. Resident Evil 6 is better than Resident Evil 5. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, then unsubscribe. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. You should subscribe. Eventually, when I get up to Massachusetts, I'll have more headspace to work on music and videos and stuff, so more stuff hopefully should come out, but I don't want to make any promises, because I don't want to make a promise I can't keep, you know? So my plan when I get to Massachusetts is I actually want to take online classes for computer programming, because I figure it's not a huge chance that my music's going to blow up tomorrow or my YouTube channel is going to hit 1 million subscribers by next month. So I might as well have some sort of real plan that is more sustainable and reliable. I also want to get into electrical engineering. I don't know, I just have an interest in computers that I've never given myself the opportunity to sit down and really get into. It's not like I'm expecting my shit to blow up. Oh shit, if this doesn't blow up, I'm fucked. No, I mean I'm just trying to get my shit together. This is more of a hobby. That's what every YouTuber says, but you know what I mean. It's not like this is a job. It's fun though. I like talking to you guys. This game's kind of cool. I bought it yesterday. I beat 2 levels so far. This game is a lot more tedious than the YouTubers make it out to be. They're like, oh yeah, this game is so relaxing, it's so satisfying. Nah, bitch. It's the most painful shit trying to find the last piece of fucking dirt. It's fun though, I enjoy it. Eventually I want to record and upload the rest of BioShock, and by that I don't mean I'm gonna do an episodic series like I did for the other episodes. More like I'm gonna do the long form gaming content that I do now, and just compact the rest of BioShock into one video and just upload it, call it the rest of BioShock. I think that'd be pretty interesting. And then I do the same for Undertale, because I've discovered that doing long form gaming content of an entire game gets more views and is more entertaining than episodic series, because no one wants to sit down and watch 40 20-minute videos about Resident Evil 7. They just want one hour-long video, you know? That's kind of what's hip now, is long-form YouTube content, which is kind of interesting, because I was the opposite back then, and kind of the opposite on every other platform. Every other platform is catering to low attention span in short-form content, but YouTube, it's the big thing now is long-form content, video, like LS Mark reviewing every fucking Simpsons episode and shit like that. You know, I was worried, when I did the Slime Rancher videos, the thing that I didn't like about it is that I was talking so much that I was too distracted to actually play the game, but this game is so, mindless, but that's kind of, a weird, a bad way to put it, but, it's kind of mindless, I can kind of do it without thinking too hard, so I can just, preoccupy my mind by doing this sort of shit, and then, talk while I play, and it's not too distracting. Whoa. Can I use this? Whoa! Hey, let's go! I'm gonna draw now. I'm gonna draw a smiley face with a nose and some hair, some anime hair. His big ass head, and he's got a chin, double chin. He's got big ears. Big ears. There we go. Look at him. He's so happy. Look at that. I was actually going to record this video after I went to Massachusetts, but I was like, I gotta play this game now, though. It's so good. And plus, I get paid soon anyway, so it's like, whatever. Eventually, I want to get off disability, because it's a very weird thing. I feel a lot of shame and guilt when I have disability, because I feel like I get more than I should, because I'm not, like, super duper disabled. I mean, it's difficult for me to do a lot of jobs because I get easily overwhelmed, and, like, I can't work under pressure, so and shit like that, and it's difficult for me to work with people, so there's a lot of jobs that I can't do very well just because of my social ineptitude due to, like, autism and ADHD. I mean, that's why I'm on disability. I kind of feel bad, though, because I know people who have worse disabilities than me who kind of deserve it more than I do. I mean, I don't want to say exactly how much I make, but I make, like, more than I feel like I should. Like, there's another person in my family who's, like, really, really disabled, like, more so than I am. Like, they can't work at all, and they get, like, only half of what I get, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. I feel like it just makes me feel like shit. So, and plus, I don't really want to stay on government money, you know. I just think that is kind of a bad idea. Like, I mean, the government takes fucking the American government takes fucking money off people's hands very often. I wouldn't be surprised if one day they were just like, yeah, let's get rid of the entire disability system altogether. So eventually I want to get off it, and I think doing computer science would be a pretty good job for me. That's something I can do, just, you know, sit around, work on my computers and my code, and, you know, no one bothers me. I sit at home, do that shit, get a paycheck. Be really fun. Something I'm interested in, something I have a passion for, too, you know, so I think that would work out. That's my plan in life right now. The album is, like, I'd say 75% of the way finished, quote unquote. Some of them just need mixing, other ones just need, like lyrics or, like, an extra instrument or whatever. Hoping I can get it finished before the end of the year, although ideally getting it finished before the end of the fall would be ideal, if I can. But I don't know, life is kind of crazy right now, I guess. Most of my energy is going into this diet because I've really been working on my diet, or at least trying to. I don't think it's very normal for people to get anxiety over eating. If I eat even a little bit off diet, I get, like, a lot of anxiety, and I feel really bad about myself, which I don't think is a normal thing that people do. And also, like, I'm always very self-conscious about my weight and what I'm eating. Like, if I'm eating too much, or if I'm eating too little, or if I'm eating at the right time of the day. Or, you know, how I look in this outfit, or how big I look today. Because some days I feel like I look bigger than other days. Or some days I look smaller. Like, some days I'm more confident and I feel smaller. But then other days I feel bigger. And I mean feel bigger. I don't mean like I'm more conscious about my health. I mean I literally feel bigger. And it feels like shit. And I don't like feeling like that anymore. I don't want to play every FNAF game, because I don't think every FNAF game is worth playing. For a Let's Play. I think FNAF 2 sucks ass. I think it's overrated. Gonna be deathly honest with you. I think it's probably the worst in the series. So I've played the first game. I've played Security Breach. I want to play 4 because I think that game is really good. I think it's probably the best in the, like, classic series of, like, the like before Pizzeria Simulator era of FNAF. I think it's the best of the original FNAFs, and probably it's one of my favorites in the game. I think it's the scariest out of all of the FNAF games. FNAF 4, that one genuinely, like, usually when I play FNAF, it's like, oh, that's kind of spooky, but, like, I'm not, like, outright scared. But, like, with FNAF 4, I get, like, genuinely scared. Like, that shit freaks me out. I'm gonna upload this video, then I'm gonna upload the rest of BioShock, and then I'm gonna play FNAF 4, just to, like, have something in between, because I don't want to do rest of BioShock and the rest of Undertale back to back. I want to have something in between, just to, you know. Stanley Parable will be somewhere in between there. I don't know exactly when I'm going to edit it or upload it. I might not even edit it and upload it at all. Maybe it's lost media. Maybe you're watching this 10 years from now and you're like, God damn it, why'd you delete it? And then I'll say to myself, I know, I wish I didn't. Cringe culture is dead, though. Come on, you can do whatever you want. Cringe culture is dead. Become a scene kid. Dress in, like, rainbow, get yourself some rainbow hair and some studded belts and skinny jeans and a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt. Cringe culture is dead, bro. Let's T-pose together. Let's do a symphony of dabs. For the children of tomorrow, let's end cancel culture forever. Cancel culture is basically just making fun of children culture. That's the whole thing. I always felt that way. I feel like, for example, a lot of cringe culture revolves around like furries. I feel like people who like get mad at furries or make fun of furries or talk about how furries should die or whatever is like, I feel like it's just a way to vent out their homophobic frustrations onto a victim that nobody's gonna care about because nobody likes furries, you know? That's why I'm so happy cringe culture is dead. Stop making fun of furries. Furries are so cool. My boyfriend is a furry. I see. Woo! We did it! Let's go, gamers! Look at that. Look how satisfying that is. Look at that. So clean. Co-op mode. That sounds fun as fuck. Alright, that's the end. Love you guys, bye.
Could you give us some of your political
Have a good time. See you, bye.